see investors come in here real quick. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm not. Let's see. Okay, there you go. All right. Thank you, Vesta. All right. Thank you, Vesta. I'm going to try to... Okay, I'm going to try to send out a link. Hey, Vesta, Grim Creeper, how long did it take for you to get notified? Because there is a big disconnect between the mobile app and the laptop. All right, I got 3. All right, so we got 3. Hey, Grim Creeper, whenever you get a chance, let me know how long did it take for you to get this notification. About 2 minutes. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Justine Mon? Hey, there's a disconnect between the YouTube app and the laptop. I'm gonna get it together. So thank you so much. Hey, Vesta. So hey, I always said if I got one Vesta, I got a full house. So I'm not gonna hold you. I'm late for some technical issues, but this is what I want to talk about. Hey, how you doing, Deborah? Hey, how you doing, Deborah Carter? So this morning, so I know I was supposed to provided a video regarding Shedeur Sanders, my final commentary on the Pro Bowl. I'm still going to do that. What I did for you this morning, investors, I created a wonderful 3-minute video. 3-minute video. I released it about 2 o'clock this morning. So when you got up to get your coffee, you can have access to the video. You didn't have to wait. You can listen to something on the way getting dressed and getting ready for work. In 3 hours, I got 2,500 views or more. Guess what happened? The haters came in and they basically killed the video. They killed the video. Graham Creeper, I think you're very familiar with my videos. If you can, please post that link here. A very, very beautiful video explaining everything regarding the Pro Bowl, regarding Shedeur Sanders stats, regarding how Shedeur Sanders got here. The haters came in between 2 and 5 this morning and killed that video. I cannot repost it because YouTube will flag it as spam. So hopefully, Grim Creeper, if you're here, please post that link so all of the investors can watch that video. So what I did, because there's more way to skin a cat. There's more ways to skin a cat. I released another video around 11 o'clock this morning. That's a very short video. And then I pinned the 3-minute video to that video. So if you have a chance, whenever you have a chance, go out and watch both shorts. And trust me, it's giving Shedeur Sanders a lot of praise. I'm also telling Andrew Berry and Todd Monken what they need to do regarding the undrafted free agent session that's coming up next month. And also the combine, what they need to do. And also for the NFL draft. Yeah, I'll be talking to Andrew Berry directly. He doesn't respond, but I send him direct messages on social media platforms. But they definitely need to consult Mel Kiper on what O-line members they need to get. And if you're coming in here, please double tap the screen so the algorithm and the haters doesn't kill this video before it even get out there. So let's talk about the Pro Bowl. So if you didn't have an opportunity to see my last video, not the short, so Shedeur Sanders end up with 18 of 22 catches, 230 yards, 230 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. The second interception was on a Bengals player, wide receiver by the name of Sutton. So I watched. Hello, oh, Argentina in the house. Hey, I love all Vesta. Say thank you for that. Thank you. So when you watch Well Off Media Production, Bucky, So you're going to see Sutton, the wide receiver from the Broncos, deeply apologize to Shedeur Sanders because he missed that additional touchdown that Shedeur Sanders would have had in the second half. That was a beautiful throw. It was a missile down the field. You know, that's one of my favorite words. He apologized to Shedeur Sanders. I mean, he really was genuine. So I was of course, when I saw it live during the game, I didn't know why that wide receiver gave up on the play, but he gave up on the play. But he did apologize to Shedeur Sanders regarding that interception. So what else did I see in the Well Off Media video that I did like? Of course, Shiloh was there. I've also contacted Todd Munkin and Andrew Berry to at least give Shiloh Sanders a chance, at least as a undrafted free agent. Shiloh Sanders deserves another try in the NFL. I'm not going to say they should guarantee him a spot, but they definitely should try him out as an undrafted free agent. Another thing that I did like in the Well Off Media, of course, all of the footage. I am going to make that video, but I wanted to, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you, Vestas. I will be making another video because those commentaries in that Pro Bowl game, if you wasn't able to watch the game during that time, the commentaries, they were loving on Shedeur. Go out and watch Well Off Media last video regarding the Pro Bowl. All the love and support for Shedeur Sanders was in that building. So it doesn't matter what the haters say. It doesn't matter if the haters attempt to kill all in any videos regarding Shedeur Sanders. The love that was for Shedeur Sanders in and out that building was true indeed. True indeed. And I really hate that they killed my short this morning for the Vestas, but I'm going to post it in my, you can go out and search for it under my shorts, or you can go to a post. I'm going to link that video, but whew, they really got me this morning, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now, another thing that I liked in that video that Bucky produced, you know, Snow was there with Shiloh. This is what I liked what Shedeur Sanders said. Snow was running around Shiloh, and Shedeur Sanders was throwing the baby back and forth in the air. And you know what Shedeur Sanders said? Ooh, Shedeur Sanders said, I would love to have a kid this age. I said, okay, Shedeur. You know what that lets me further know? That Shedeur Sanders, as we all expected, is above and older than his peers. This young man is already thinking about a family and continuing that legacy and that lineage for the Sanders family. And if you watch Shiloh Sanders video, probably about a month ago or maybe a couple weeks ago, when him and his sister DeAndra was walking in Miami, Shiloh Sanders was also talking about asking his sister about, you know, how do you know when you found the right one? Asking him type of love questions, asking her, basically just trying to get a woman's opinion about love and relationship. So Shiloh Sanders seemed like he's also developing that mindset where, you know, he's going to start looking for a family and, you know, having kids of his own. Now, this is what I didn't like in the Well Off Media video. Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh, the Bucky, the whole crew, PR, his mother, and if I've mispronounced her name, forgive me, Pilar Sanders. They leave the building and they're walking down the street. No security, no nothing. The majority of they walk, it's okay. It's calm and cool. Shedeur Sanders got on the hoodie. They're just average walkers down the street. Then they come up against, they start walking past a group of veterans. I think that was Coast Guard. I love that Shedeur Sanders took the opportunity to actually take pictures with the Coast Guards, the veterans. They walk a little further. This is where my heart started pounding. And it's near the end of the video if you want to go and refer to it yourself. Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh, the whole group, including his mother, they're walking down the street. I think they're trying to go get something to eat. This gang of men, and they were friendly. They were friendly, but at first how they were coming at Shedeur and the group, it kind of scared me because, you know, they started yelling and hollering. It was just a lot of love. I will say love. But in moments like that, it could have been the perfect opportunity for anyone that wanted to call Shedeur Sanders harm or his mother harm or Shiloh harm. That would have been the perfect opportunity to hurt anyone in that crew. So I'm going to say to the Sanders family, Shiloh, Shedeur, hey, I understand you love everyone. I understand you like to be very friendly and interactive with everyone, but you're going to need security. You're going to need security. The way that this group of men is in the chat. Hey, thank you so much, Grim Creeper. The way that this group of guys, like I said, it was all in love. But if I wanted to harm Shedeur Sanders on the street or Shiloh or their mother, that would have been the perfect opportunity. So Vesters, when I say always stay vested up 365 degrees, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Watch your back. Even on social media, watch your back. In the streets, watch your back. Watch your back. Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, the mother, anybody in their little circle could have been hurt on that street. You need security. You need security. Okay? You need security, especially in moments like this. And then, and Shedeur Sanders and Shiloh, they wasn't trying to be rude, so they weren't interacting with the crew. Next thing you know, there's a big circle. There's a big circle around the whole entire group. I'm like, you know what? If someone hated Shedeur and really wanted to hurt him at that time, that would have been a perfect opportunity. You know who they would have blamed for that? They would have blamed Shedeur Sanders for that, because they would have said, hey, he's getting too careless. He's too free. He's too open. And I agree to a certain point. Walking out on the street in San Francisco, you don't know the environment. It's not like they walked out of the building and had to go one block. No, they were walking. So in Shedeur Sanders in your off season, even in Paris, you need to have security of someone that's going to watch your back, just like Shedeur Sanders had and Shiloh Sanders had in Colorado when they was walking the streets of Boulder, Colorado. Okay, hint, hint. I've been to Boulder, Colorado. Now, what the campus was, it was very safe. Now, the community, catch my drift. But Shedeur Sanders, he definitely needs security, because the way that he was walking, he was open target. And yeah, everybody came with smiles and, you know, they was happy to see Shedeur, but you don't know what people's intentions are. You don't know what their intentions were. Like I said, Shedeur Sanders and his crew, his group, his family was safe that night leaving that arena, that ballroom. Because if I wanted to target Shedeur Sanders, that would have been the perfect opportunity. So Vesters and viewers, make sure when you're walking distances, especially in unknown cities, please protect yourself. Please protect yourself, okay? So I covered, that was my bit regarding the Pro Bowl, okay? Hey, how you doing? Hey, thank you for joining in the chat. I'm gonna get better with there's not a link between the mobile device and the laptop. I'm gonna figure that out one day. But thank you for joining the chat. So I have covered the Pro Bowl, his stats, what I saw in the video, what I did like about Shedeur Sanders. I mean, he fell in love with snow. He's in love with snow. So I will not be surprised if Shedeur Sanders may be settling down in 3 to 5 years once he finds the right young woman. Another thing, so let me tell you about this. Another thing that I saw in the well-off media, and I love his commentary because you get to see all of the internal workings behind the scenes, you know, stuff that we would never see if the NFL did not allow him to record. There were so many people on the sideline. You could tell that they was jealous of Shedeur. You can tell. Go back and watch Bucky's video and watch the people in the background, even the people in the sidelines. The way that they was looking at him. It was not a good look. The way that the media, quote unquote, independent media that was on the field trying to interview him, if Shedeur Sanders was not giving them his attention, you could see the way they was looking at him in that video. It was not a good feel. It was not a good vibe. So I'm glad that Shedeur Sanders did not get hurt on the sidewalk, walking to dinner or wherever they was going with his family. So I'm going to move on. Because I know everybody, this is a lunch period. So going back to the video that I produced this weekend regarding the live that I did saying that I'm glad that Shedeur Sanders did not get drafted by the Giants. If you haven't had an opportunity to see that, go back and watch that. So I'm going to talk about, I heard that TikTok is banning this last name. So we're going to call it the Ethan Files, okay? The Ethan Files. I alluded to in that video, the reason why I didn't want Shedeur Sanders to get drafted to the Giants is because he would be associated with, or have, his name would be impacted, because he would be the rookie quarterback or the second year quarterback for the Giants, going through this thing with the owner for the New York Giants, okay? He would be dealing with those questions. Deion Sanders would be dealing with those questions like, okay, the owner, how do you feel about the New York Giants owner having to deal with the scandal, dealing with Steve Tisch, the New York Giants owner? If Shedeur Sanders was in the Giants, his social media will be, get this, taking the same hit as Beyonce and Jay-Z. Now, I don't listen to their music, but I am listening to other podcasters that are reporting these type of things. Beyonce, I know her music, but I don't support her like that because of some of the things that I've seen that come out in her videos and her lyrics. But Shedeur Sanders, just like Beyonce has been targeted online because of her association with Jay-Z that has been associated with the Ethan Files, Shedeur Sanders, as of now, would be going through the same thing regarding his social media, his social accounts, being harassed about his association with the Giants. I'm hearing that Beyonce have lost over 30 million followers on her social media accounts. Shedeur Sanders does not have a following like that, but don't you know that the haters would have took the opportunity to attack Shedeur Sanders, even though he wouldn't have any type of association with the Ethan Files. He would be associated with the Giants. Now, I haven't looked out to see if Jackson Dark is getting targeted online, but from what I did hear from one podcaster, I think she said What She Said Sports, and hey, y'all know that's my girl. I think she had put out a reported maybe early that some of the New York Giant players were going to protest playing this year if the owner didn't step down or if he didn't give up that title. I haven't heard nothing new regarding that, but just picture Shedeur Sanders in that situation as of now. The media, even though they know that Shedeur Sanders didn't have anything to do with the Ethan Files, you know they would take this opportunity just to go to his social media platforms and harass him. Shedeur Sanders, are you supporting, Ethan Files? Are you going to still play with the owner? Instead of going to Stephen Tisch platform, which I think a lot of people have, his haters wouldn't go to the owner and harass him about what are you doing with the Eddie Files? Why is your name mentioned 440 times in the Eddie Files? They would take this opportunity to go to Shedeur Sanders platform, Bucket platform, Deion Sanders platform, and harass them about, hey, your son is playing for the Giants owner who's been associated with the Eddie Files. See, even though I made that comment 2 or 3 days ago, I knew exactly what the haters were going to do in order to target Shedeur Sanders. So once again, rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. This here, this here. So I'm glad for Shedeur. Wherever Shedeur Sanders is in the world, continue to go back on vacation. Don't worry about what these haters are saying, which we already know that's not the case. He doesn't give them any type of attention to anything. But I'm pretty sure it's still messing with him. But Shedeur Sanders, no matter what, Shedeur Sanders had a great Pro Bowl appearance. And in that video that I am going to post, the announcers, you should have heard some of the comments that they were saying about Shedeur Sanders during the Pro Bowl. The announcers, and I got it in Well Off Media video. Bucky caught where the announcer said Shedeur Sanders is doing a wonderful job. The announcer said Shedeur Sanders deserves to be here at the Pro Bowl once again. The announcer said Shedeur Sanders deserves to be here. So it doesn't matter what the haters say. As I stated in another video, the NFL owners, their weight regarding the voting is 40%. The NFL current players, they have 40% of the votes. And the fans, us, the ones that love Shedeur Sanders, support Shedeur Sanders, our weight is only 20%. All right. All right, Vestas. All right, keep it up. Hey, thank you, Johnny Garland. Thank you so much in the chat. Okay, so Grim Creeper said that he has posted the link in the chat. Hey, thank you for that, Vestas. If you didn't have an opportunity to go out to the video that the haters killed this morning, I mean they destroyed that video. When I say destroy that video, and this is why we always say, hey, just give us a like or leave a comment. It's not that we're trying to do it in terms of metrics. In a sense we are, but in a sense we're not. The reason is now with this new YouTube algorithm, if you don't like a video or if you don't like the commentary, I'm saying by actually hitting the button like, the algorithm deems it as a bad video. That if the algorithm deems it as a bad video, they would actually kill the video behind the scenes. They would kill the video. They would actually chef the video and don't recommend it to no one. The only way you would find it if you have to go out to the channel and actually click the link on the video and manually find it yourself. But those haters, and what were they doing up 2 o'clock this morning? Between 2 and 5, they destroyed that video. Even though, I mean, I had a amount of pretty good views, they killed that video. And that video was for all of Shedeur Sanders supporters and all of the investors and all of the viewers, because between August and up to now, as the community, we have supported Shedeur Sanders. And then, you know, they still was in the comments giving these crazy narratives. Oh, he doesn't deserve it. Oh, Shedeur Sanders, she shouldn't have won. Oh, all the other quarterbacks in the NFL turned it down. Yeah, they turned it down. But guess what? It was their prerogative. It was free will. Just because they turned it down, it didn't mean that Shedeur Sanders had to turn down this invitation. And if they're going why are they going so mad? It was just flag football. But we know why. We know why that the haters were so against Shedeur Sanders going to the Pro Bowl. This is something that he's going to use on his resume. This was an official game. He's going to use this on his resume. He's going to use this as an accolade to negotiate the second NFL career, contract, where he's going to recoup all of his money. And we got to see Shedeur Sanders with an elite offensive core. Even though Chase created that interception and Sutton created that interception, we still saw Shedeur Sanders pass for 230 yards. He still completed 18 of 22 passes with 2 touchdowns. So there you go. All right, investors, if you don't have any questions, thank you for joining this live. I know it's lunch period for a lot of us, so if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. If not, thank you for attending this live, because I really enjoy talking to you. And this is another reason why I'm starting to do live some more. The haters, they come in, they destroy the videos in terms of the algorithm, the metrics that the algorithm is looking for. But alive, they can't destroy the lives. They can't destroy the lives. But I do owe you a video regarding the official video regarding my commentary on the Pro Bowl, and I am going to insert those cues from what I saw during the video and what the announcers were saying. But I enjoyed it. What are they going to do when they say, you know what? Hey, listen. If Shedeur Sanders go to the Super Bowl in his rookie contract, hey, Justine, do you know? We already know how they went crazy doing his Pro Bowl nod as an alternate. They are going to come up with some of the wildest narratives. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. I can only imagine some of the things they're going to say regarding Shedeur Sanders if he gets to the Super Bowl. I don't care if Shedeur Sanders get to the Super Bowl in the next 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years. They still going to hate. I mean, that's what they're going to date. But they going to go crazy if Shedeur Sanders get the Cleveland Browns out of all teams in his rookie quarterback on his rookie quarterback contract to the Super Bowl. And guess what? I'm here for it. I'm still debating if I'm going to at least give a Super Bowl halftime report on Sunday. I'm kind of debating depending on what game it is. But it'll definitely be from my system. It won't be from my phone. Did you find out the rating of the game? I did look it up yesterday. It had not been posted, but this is why. So this is what I did find out. In the last 2 years, the rating for the Pro Bowl did drop significantly. So yeah, if the NFL did this because of, ratings or whatever, they wanted that jolt that they knew that Shedeur Sanders and his supporters was going to bring for business reasons. I can see that happening. But whatever the reasons is, Shedeur Sanders, he put on a show, he showcased his skills. And I could do a quick look now. And he gave us and the haters something to talk about. Because Shedeur Sanders, 18 of 22, 230 yards, 2 TDs. I don't care about them interceptions. I don't care. If they biased, I can be biased too. The interceptions don't even exist. The interceptions don't even exist in my head. Let me see here. But as of yesterday, they did not post the viewings, the TV viewing ratings for the game. But the last 2 years, it was dropping significantly. Nope. The finalized TV rating numbers for the 2026 Pro Bowl games have not been publicly released. So, no. But I'm pretty sure it was higher than last year. Definitely pretty sure it's higher than last year. So regarding the Super Bowl, I don't know if I'm going to, like I said, do a halftime report. I may do a halftime report. I'll probably just be looking at, hey, Jerry Jeudy, this is exactly what a wide receiver 1 looks like. Hey, this is what an O-line should look like. And then I'll probably go ahead and tag Andrew Berry and Todd Monken directly on social media platforms. Like, hey, go ahead and hire Mel Kiper. And these are my suggestions. These are the type of players you need to look for. All right. Hey, but thank you for that question. Hey, and the Super Bowl next year will be in Atlanta. So as I stated in one of my videos, it would be ironic if Shedeur Sanders get the Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl next year and get to the Super Bowl next year. That's going to be in the Atlanta Falcons Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. And Kevin Stefanski is the head coach of Atlanta Falcons. Oh, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Hey, you're welcome, Johnny. You're welcome, Johnny. But Shedeur Sanders, he definitely needs security. He needs security or bodyguards. The way he was walking down their streets, and he was with that group of men, because I mean they was excited. The way that this crowd reacted to Shedeur Sanders is starting to develop that Michael Jackson type of aura and pull. The way that these people responded to Shedeur Sanders on the street, I didn't know if they was going to come grab him, hurt him, or salute him, or congratulate him. Thank God it was the latter. But the way that they came to Shedeur Sanders on that street, and about 10 or 15 minutes later, all these people started surrounding him. I'm like, where is security? Shedeur Sanders, you need bodyguards. Remember, his home in Cleveland was robbed, right? And, let me talk about that, and then I'm gonna let you go. Now knowing a little bit more about the people that broke into his house, they said it was linked to Georgia. I don't like that. But it's hard. Shedeur Sanders, you need security. You need security. What I was going to say, and I stopped from saying, at first, I didn't think that I thought that the media lied on those 4 men from Georgia that broke into Shedeur Sanders' house. I really thought it was someone around Cleveland. And I still think it was a connection between Cleveland and Georgia, the Atlanta Falcons. I still think it was some type of collusion going there about Shedeur Sanders' house being broken into. But it still had to be someone from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm going to say allegedly within the organization that gave Shedeur Sanders' address out. Shedeur Sanders, get a bodyguard, get security, okay? You cannot trust people. You definitely, Shedeur Sanders. If Shedeur Sanders would have got hurt after that game, do you know they would have blamed Shedeur Sanders for getting injured out on the street without protection, without bodyguards? Oh, it would have been a whole nother media fury. They would have said, oh yeah, Shedeur Sanders is definitely arrogant. He think he can walk the street without security or a bodyguard. In a sense, I'm not going to say that he would be arrogant, but he's too trustworthy. He's too trusting still in that type of atmosphere, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want Shedeur Sanders to get hurt in off season because, you know, he's very carefree in terms of interacting with people on the street. People come to you smiling like a sheep, but they're actually wolves. So Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh, Bucky, get some security around you. Please get some security around you. That incident outside of that ballroom, Shedeur Sanders has the influence, the charisma, the cachet. This thing is getting, I'm not going to say it's getting out of hand, but it's growing. He's pulling people towards him like Michael Jackson. Okay? If you don't believe me, go back and watch Bucky's last video. The way that those people came running up to Shedeur Sanders, he's very carefree. He's innocent. He's loving. But if I was his dad, Dion, I'll be talking to him behind the scenes. Hey, son, you need to correct this aspect of you being out in public. So, Vestas, that's it. That's it. I don't see anything new in the chat. So I do owe you a couple videos. Thank you, Graham Creeper, for putting that link out there. So thank you so much, Vestas. And until then, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest. Stay safe, 365 degrees. And I'll be coming back talking to you later, okay? Thank you, Vestas.